We welcome you in live to the final game of day number 3 at the Colt World Series. We will pass it off now to the public address announcer for the Mexican national anthem.
And now Tim Clark is on the field with an introduction for the United States National Anthem.
Thanks, Guy. Yeah, down here in the field tonight we have Maddie Wallace, who's a graduate from McCutcheon High School. She's currently a freshman at Purdue and owns her own photography business, and she's also a member of the Purduettes Choir. Maddie Wallace.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, or so gallantly stream, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Nicely done as we get the national anthems from both of the final teams here that'll play in the last game of the day in day 3. We are still on the winner's side of the bracket here, so it'll be the Lafayette All-Stars taking on this team from Mexico. Lafayette with 1 win coming in, Mexico with 2. Let's take a look at Lafayette's starting lineups as they will be the visiting team here in this game. At the dish, they will send Powers, Huffins, and Levesque. Deering hits in the 4-hole. Tyson, Berenda, Hudson, McNeely, and Austin Dunwoody will DH. Defensively for Mexico, it'll be Fierro, Avila, and Melendez in the outfield. Duarte, Hernandez, Castro, and Vizcaíno rounding out your infield. Behind the plate, Alberto Gaxiola. On the mound today for Mexico, it'll be Gabriel Aragon. Sean Walker, Chris Walker here to call the game for you this evening. We had game 3 that finished up about 25 minutes ago. We'll get set for game number 4 on the day, game number 12 of the tournament.
Sean, I am really, really looking forward to this baseball game. I want to see what Lafayette and Mexico have. Really good throw by the first pitch thrower. Man, that was impressive. Little girl, left-hander. Man, that's a good pitch.
Might have to put a jersey on her and sign her up.
I'm telling you what, Josh Logan's taking a look, man. I mean, never know, he may have to use her in this tournament.
We saw head coach Josh Loggins a moment ago. His Lafayette All-Star was able to secure a victory the other night in their Game 1 matchup. They played in the late game then. They play in the late game now. You continue to win. You get to play late. How about that?
This is a big baseball game. As you know, you win this second game, that changes everything for you. You know, it puts you in the driver's seat. It really does.
A win tonight allows you to take tomorrow off and play again on Tuesday. That does wonders for your pitching staff, for your whole team's psyche.
Absolutely it does.
The loser will be in an elimination game tomorrow night here on MTC Sports. We've got another ceremonial first pitch coming. That one thrown in there. You'll see the Lafayette All-Stars giving a hand as the festivities are underway here. Great crowd turning out for this Lafayette All-Star game.
This place is packed, man. This is awesome.
It's always nice when the home team plays in that prime time game,
I agree.
because this is the crowd that you get, and this is what you'd love to see throughout the entire tournament. A lot of folks in the area don't understand what they're missing here, even when the two teams maybe don't have a local interest. But you get a couple of teams that are really good, like in the last game that we just saw, Aruba in California, and wow, that was a fun game to watch.
I agree, man. It's like I said yesterday, if you don't have anything to do, even if you have something to do, I would schedule it around this. This is a pretty cool event. Some good young baseball players. Come out and take a look at them. It's a lot of fun. Plenty of places you can grab something to eat here. Should be the thing to do.
Umpires coming out to take the field. Mexico will take the field momentarily as the home team. This pause in the action will allow us actually to take a quick break. We'll step aside. That'll do it for our pregame show heading in to game number 12 here. When we return, first pitch, Lafayette versus Mexico here on MTC Sports.
Hi, I'm Ashley with the Farmers Bank. I'm here to introduce the Farmers Bank mobile banking app for your smartphone. Find us at the App Store or the Play Store. To find our app, search for the Farmers Bank Mobile Banking Fiserv Solutions. Have your finances at your fingertips anytime, all the time. Sign up today. The Farmers Bank, your local bank, your mobile bank, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Pony baseball began in the summer of 1951 with the organization of the original Pony League in Washington, Pennsylvania. The league was originally designed to help transition 13 and 14-year-old players from the Little League Diamond to the regulation-sized Diamond. Today, more than 500,000 players participate in the Pony organization annually in the United States and in more than 25 countries around the world. For more information on Pony baseball, go to pony.org. Don't miss Pony baseball for the world. Pure baseball, pure pony.
Construction projects mean deadlines. At McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store, we understand the challenges our customers face. That's why our team of professionals are here to help. From our knowledgeable support staff to our industry-leading service department, McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store are here to make sure you get the right equipment delivered on time. Whether it's cat equipment, JLG lifts, or Solaire air compressors, we carry it all. McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store, helping build Indiana since 1945.
My name's Gary Gangwer, and I own the Gangwer Insurance Agency as well as farm here in Clinton County. 1974, I bought my first combine and became a custom combiner for area farmers. Most teenagers buy cars, but I was crazy enough to buy a combine. My father wasn't a farmer, but it was important for me to to farm. That's all I've ever wanted to do.
We welcome you back inside Loeb Stadium. 2016 Colt World Series here on MTC Sports. As Mexico takes the field. They'll be the home team representing in today's game. Chris, it's really cool when you talk about the history of this tournament and how long it's been here. What's really neat is you get some father and son duos. You get the opportunity to come out and play, or just family members, you know, maybe an older brother and a younger brother. They get to come through and both get the experience of this tournament. It's pretty awesome. You know, you looking through some of the programs and the things that you find, you know, in the program from 2012, from basically 4 years ago, there's an article in here about 10 powers that played in this tournament. And now his son, Tyler, playing here for the Lafayette All-Stars. So it's kind of neat how that, you know, gets to play out. And
just shows you, you know, a couple things, that Lafayette has held this event for quite some time, and they've done a great job with it. And then you got a family of good baseball players. I mean, obviously Tim's a pretty good baseball player to be able to play in this event. Tyler's having a good career there at CC, having a good tournament here so far. So looking forward to watching Tyler some more as we go on this tournament.
Warm-ups now have taken place, so we'll get first pitch started for you here momentarily.
I tell you what, and Tyler is a clown, man. I remember a couple winters ago, he was over at our house telling us some stories. It's Justin, myself, Tyler Power sitting at our kitchen table, and I mean, I didn't sleep well that night because my stomach hurt so bad because I was laughing so hard. But Tyler cracks me up, man. He's a good little player, and he's very funny as well.
Personality gets you far in life. That's the only reason why I feel like I keep succeeding. Tyler Powers will lead things off here for the Lafayette All-Stars. They'll face Gabriel Aragon, the starting pitcher for Mexico. First pitch occurs at 8:12 p.m. Eastern Time. Roughly an hour and 45 minutes after the scheduled start time. But, hey, if you're a fan of baseball, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think we should just stop posting game starting times.
This one fouled away out of the stadium. 1-1 count. Great turnout. Great turnout here for the final game. Would love to hear the attendance numbers when they bring them in.
I agree. Really nice turnout. 1-1 count on Tyler.
This is a great primetime matchup, really, because Mexico tends to bring quite a few fans to the ballpark. And then you got the local interest as well with the Lafayette All-Stars.
Absolutely correct.
Aragon delivers. This one slapped into the gap in left field. It'll be a single, potentially a double for Powers.
He's hustling in there. Great job by Tyler.
Maybe not the best angle taken by the center fielder there, and Powers leads off with a double.
Really good swing there by Tyler. Just drives a line drive over to shortstop's head. Sits short, quick swing through the zone. And he's hustling all the way through. And just like you said, you can see that center fielder took a terrible route after that ball. Allowed Tyler to get to second base there. So good start for the Lafayette All-Stars. Zach Huffins got to have a good approach of where he's driving this ball on the backside to move the runner up here.
Zach Huffins, your second batter of the day for the Lafayette All-Stars.
Good thing about this situation is you don't have to really, in my opinion, waste a bunt here for Zach. He can flat out fly, but Zach's swing, when he's going well, his swing is to drive balls hard over the second baseman's head anyway. So if Zach just simply does what he normally does, he's going to have a productive at-bat and move Tyler Powers from second base to third base. And that's a very good disciplined take by Zach, because that ball's a fastball middle in. If you swing at that, that's a ball you hit on the ground to the third baseman or the shortstop, and then it's not a productive at-bat. So really good take there, good discipline.
Huffins with 1 hit and 3 at-bats the other night for the Lafayette All-Stars in their victory.
There's a swing.
He's got a hit
Very
here already.
nice.
That one tailing away from the center fielder. Does a good job relaying it in, but
we're going to have to play at the plate.
has got some speed. Tyler Powers amped up here in this one.
Yes, he is.
And you get an RBI single now for Zach Huffins.
Told you. I think I know Zach a little too well there. Takes the ball, gets a breaking ball, he waits on it, drives it into center field for a base hit. Scored Tyler Powers from second base. And now I wonder how quickly it's going to be before Josh Loggins is having Zach Huffins going steal second base. Zach is a 6'5", 60 runner, folks. And for those of you that don't know what that means, it's really fast. Doesn't have a big lead at all.
Nice breaking pitch in there for a strike from Aragon.
Get off the base, Zach. See you. Show that speed off. Better lead this time.
He'll stay put.
Not going again.
That pitch blocked by the catcher.
I'm surprised Josh is being so patient over there. I think he's going here. A little better lead this time. He's going.
Late
There
kick.
he goes.
Off he goes. Pitch out.
No way.
Not
No
going to
way.
catch him. Huffins too fast.
Yep, there's no chance. Zach can really run, man.
Look at that speed on the replay here. Motoring down the
No
line.
chance.
Love the
Actually,
head slide.
to be honest, the slide actually slows him down a little bit. I know. Yeah, Zach is going to have to slide a little closer to the bag because that slide slows him down.
Levesque
Nice swing.
rips this into the gap.
Nice swing.
This one may get all the way to the wall and will. Levesque's got two. I bet he's got three. Ball
To the bottom, yes, sir.
bobbled out there in center. Wouldn't have mattered. He'd have had a triple anyway.
Levesque, all he does is hit triples in this event, man. Another good swing. I love when left-handed hitters aren't afraid to drive a ball in the left center field gap. Look at that swing. Beautiful swing by Levesque. Gonna get him 3 bags on that. Very nice start for the Lafayette All-Stars. If you're Parker Lamb, you gotta be sitting over there just smiling from ear to ear.
You talked about Levesque. He had a triple the other night. He's got one already here. 2 triples in the series. He now has 4 hits and 5 at-bats. That young man tearing it up at the plate.
I'm quite certain he hit a triple in his first game for us last year in this event. That kid is a Colt World Series superstar.
This will bring Bobby Deering to the plate. Bobby Deering at Harrison Raider. It's over in West Lafayette, Indiana. Favorite food? Pizza. We've had plenty of that this week. Just this weekend, actually.
That's right. Bobby Deering up, no outs, runner on third, infield drawn in. This is like taking candy from a baby right here, Sean.
Good job behind the plate again by Gaxiola, keeping that in front. Deering takes a big cut at that one.
Yes, he did.
1-1 count.
Yes, he did.
Bobby Deering, a White Sox fan.
And I'm guessing his favorite player, Chris Sale.
You nailed it right on the head.
How did I know that?
This one bounces across the plate. 2-1 count.
I grew up in Joliet, Illinois, so most would say I should be a South Side fan. I'm supporting the Chicago White Sox, but I was raised in a house where my dad didn't even want me watching American League games. So I was raised a Cubs fan, man, and still to this day. Although I will tell you, I probably watch more American League games than I do National League anymore.
That
Ouch.
one comes in and catches him up high on the forearm.
Ouch.
Daring will shake that one off as he heads down to first base. Now first and third with Kelton Tyson.
Tell you what, Gabriel Aragon is really struggling right now. Fastball he holds on too long. Ow, right off the forearm. There's not much protection there. So that puts runners on the corners with no outs. And your number 5 hitter, Kelton Tyson, stepping to the plate.
Tyson still looking for his first hit here in the series. Kelton's had a big year. Part of that McCutcheon Mavericks basketball team that went to the state championship game. They were the runners-up. Favorite baseball player, Ozzie Smith.
He's too young to like Ozzie Smith. There can't be any. I wonder if Kelton saw any games that Ozzie Smith ever played in.
That's what the power of YouTube's for, man.
Oh, man.
Boating, tubing, listed as a couple of his hobbies.
Oh, that was a pitch. Is that going to get out?
This one back for the fans. People running. Young lady.
Someone get hit?
About got one in the forehead.
You pay attention, folks. We talk about it. This is a baseball field. Got the cell phone line at the airport. I'm telling you, be careful.
If you're one of the younger fans in the stands tonight, help out a fellow person beside you. If they're not paying attention, save them. If not, it's just a baseball. And a pop fly like that, reach out and catch it. It's going to feel a lot better in your hands than off somebody's noggin. 1-2 count. And our director just reminded us, plus if you turn the foul ball in, you get free ice cream. So you either get a souvenir or free ice cream, and you never know. You may be saving somebody. They may give you a $5 bill or something to help with your gas going home.
That's right.
This one sprayed towards right field. Right fielder comes in, puts a throw on it towards home.
Ooh.
Looks like he got him in time, and he did. So a risky play there. You saw the right fielder. Watch this, Chris.
Kelly just kind of fillets it out to right field. Right fielder's coming in. He's sprinting in and catching. And shallow right field makes a strong 1 or 2 hop throw to the plate. 1 hop. Actually, short hops it. And then I think he is out. It's a good call by the umpire. Great throw there.
Right on the upper shin.
Yep.
We saw some base running errors the other night for Lafayette. I guess early on I don't mind the risk. You've got a little bit of a rally going, but
I think it's worth it. I think that's worth it. I think that is definitely worth it. As long as you're not making a third out there. I mean, I like that. I like that baseball play.
So Bobby Deering still on first base. This will be Ben Berenda, the catcher.
Yep.
Berenda puts a good jolt into this one, but the
Good
center
swing
fielder
on it.
right there.
Yep. Right to the center fielder.
They'll make the squeeze, third out of the inning retired, but Lafayette able to put a couple on the board. We'll be back with more baseball when we return here on MTC Sports.
Pepe's Mexican Restaurant is excited to announce new menu items to an already stacked lineup of authentic Mexican dishes. Everything from tossed greens with fruit to a Pepe-style chicken pizza. For you seafood lovers, try the shrimp tacos. For my personal favorite is the barbacoa taco dinner. Whether it's a new menu item or one of our signature selections, be sure to wash it down with a tasty beverage. Whatever your flavor, make Pepe's your stop for lunch or dinner. Located on Sagamore Parkway in the mall parking lot, Lafayette. Tecton Construction Management has been serving Central Indiana for over 25 years. Whether you have a renovation project or new construction, Tecton Construction Management can assist you from the initial idea to the completion of the project. Their trademark Tecton filtering system is designed to save you time and money, providing you with more value for your investment. Both the completion schedule and budget are established before ever breaking ground to solidify your peace of mind. Before you start your next project, call Tecton Construction Management. Always on time, always under budget.
We welcome you back inside Loeb Stadium. Good shot at this packed crowd here tonight.
Chandler Ferguson in our video with his dad, Randy, sporting his Team USA hat.
I did not know that was his father.
That is. His
Got a
father's
twin brother.
twin, Wendell. Yeah, the DJ. Absolutely.
Randall and Wendell. Those guys were some dancers back in the day.
Oh, please. I don't want to hear that.
I'm not joking. It's a true story. There used to be a, I don't know what you call it, an under 21 dance club. It was just, no drinks, things like that sold there, obviously. It was just a place to go hang out. It was over on Purdue's campus.
There's no way Randy Ferguson
was
was a dancer.
Splash. Those guys used to tear it up. True story. Good look at the Lafayette All-Stars.
Coach Saylor's there in your shot.
So for Lafayette defensively, they'll come out in this inning and hand the ball to Parker Lamb. They'll get the duties on the mound. Really, lineup looks pretty similar to the way they did the other day. One thing that I see is Kobe McNeely getting the start out there at second base. That's a new name that I don't remember seeing the other night.
Kobe had a really good, he's emerged the last third of the high school season for McCutcheon. Kobe's a really good baseball player, can swing it, has a swing where he hits the ball a lot to the opposite field. Thing with Kobe is he's grown like 6 inches over the last year or so. I mean, he can really play.
Chopper from Fierro. Throw across the diamond in plenty of time. Nice strong arm.
Got Keldon Tyson there. Keldon's normally a shortstop in his high school there at McCutcheon, but he looks really good at third base. Moves his feet well. Really good athlete. Good size. Strong throw for the easy put out at first base.
David Castro. He'll be our starting second baseman here for Castro today. Where's jersey number 30? Castro had a nice tournament so far, 3 for 7, hitting .429. He's got a triple and 3 RBIs in the tournament. I believe he was our player of the game in Mexico's win yesterday.
Tell you what, Sean, Parker Lamb looks like he's rushing it up there pretty good. I mean, looks like he's been one of the top velocities I've seen so far in this tournament. Parker's another kid that all of a sudden grew 6, 7, 8 inches like overnight, and he's a McCutcheon Maverick. And you'll be seeing a lot of Parker, I'm sure, this next spring for the Mavs. Good swing there.
This one driven into right field. It'll be another base hit for Castro in the tournament. His hot swinging here at the 2016 Colt World Series continues.
Really good swing. Let's see a replay here. Just takes a fastball on the outside corner. Doesn't try to do too much. Hits it hard in the right field. That's some really good hitting in this tournament. Really good hitting.
Jazier Hernandez comes to the plate now.
Jazier Hernandez, a shortstop tonight.
For Tijuana, Mexico.
Oh, wow. Nice move by Parker Lamb. As a right-hander, to have a good pickoff move, it's got to be 2 things. You got to have quick feet. You got to have a short arm swing when you're throwing. You can't be long with your arm when you turn and make that throw. So if you have quick feet and a good short arm slot, you can have an effective pickoff move as a right-handed pitcher. Fouled off right behind us here.
For Yazier, he's an Emiliano Zapata High School junior this next season. Loves playing baseball. Big fan of the Boston Red Sox.
Who's he listed as his favorite player?
Jose Hernandez.
Ooh, pitcher for the Miami Marlins. Stud.
Hernandez will step back in.
It's going.
Goes home. Runner takes off. Throw down to second. No good. Ricochets into the outfield, but a quick heads-up play to recover there by the shortstop and Powers.
See the replay on this steal here. Miranda catches this ball. Good pitch to throw on. Just a low throw, one hops Kobe, and it's kind of tailing away. Neely almost makes a good pick, and if he makes that pick, he may have him there. But the ball doesn't get far enough for him to throw. Tyler Powers hustling back to back up the play.
That's great work back there by our guys. Camera shot and replay, being able to slow it down for us. There's the fans from Mexico. They've come out in good numbers tonight as well to support this team from Tijuana.
Oh, HBP. Oh, and umpire's going to keep him in the box saying he leaned into it. Don't see that call often, and usually when you see it, coaches don't like it from the team that got hit. Yeah, I remember at Purdue, I mean, Coach Schreiber had a rule for us where you couldn't move your feet as a batter. That's your box. That was his stance on it. If you move your feet, you got an earful when you got back to the dugout. So you can stay in that batter's box, you stay put. And that's why I don't like this rule. I mean, I don't like it at all. I mean, listen, that's a painful ball there. I mean, I'm not going to – if I'm tough enough not to move out of the way and get hit by it, I'm taking my base.
This one hit hard towards right field, though.
That's big trouble.
So it actually benefits Mexico.
Yes, it does.
As Hernandez drives this one into right. It's a double for Hernandez and an RBI.
We have ourselves a ball game here.
Mexico now on the board. They cut that lead to 2-1.
Another good swing. Fastball on the outside corner. And man, they are driving the ball hard the other way. Guys, I'm sorry to feel like especially if you listen to more than one of our games, I feel like I'm repeating myself. But man, these hitters have been so disciplined throughout this whole tournament. Fastballs on the outside corner, guys are hitting it hard to the opposite field. They're not trying to do too much. If you try to get big in that situation, try to pull a ball, usually roll over and hit a weak ground ball to the shortstop, but they're doing a great job of hitting here. Very disciplined hitters. Oh.
This one gets past.
That is a pass ball there. That's got to be caught by Ben Berenda. That's not a wild pitch.
Berenda tried to get that one with his glove instead of just getting down and taking it in the chest protector and keeping it in front of him.
That's right.
Pass ball ruling just confirmed. Sergio Vizcaíno.
One of these situations we've talked about earlier in previous games. You got to be productive here if you're Sergio Vizcaíno. You got to get this run in right now. You cannot expect the next hitter in the lineup, Ivan Melendrez, to do it. You got to be greedy and want to get the RBI right here.
A couple of hits in the tournament so far for Sergio and 7 at-bats. Slaps this to the right side.
This is a clinic. Hitting clinic. Oh man, that ball's going all the way to the fence.
This throw coming in.
Single and an E9. That's in the third.
So give him the hit. But it's so important to not make mistakes in this tournament. They constantly come back to haunt you.
Look at that swing. I mean, again, just hitting it right where it's pitched. Right fielder Jack Hudson comes in, doesn't get his glove down soon enough, and the way this field is playing like AstroTurf, and that ball just kept rolling, and that's a single and a 2-base error there.
That play very reminiscent of the Bill Buckner play.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Even though in the outfield went right through the legs.
For all you old schoolers here, I'm going to bring up a video of the past, but I was in Tampa this past week with my son, and we actually took a family picture with Fred McGriff, who's a local scout in the Florida area. And that just reminded me, I said, the way these guys are hitting, it's like a hitting clinic. It reminds me of those old Tommy Mansky hitting videos. I don't know if you remember those. Fred McGriff was in those videos for it. But I mean, these guys, this has been some exceptional hitting all throughout this tournament.
That'd be a commercial you'd see Sunday morning in between cartoons and things like that. It'd be there.
That's right.
Unassisted 3 here.
Yep.
Won't even risk the throw. They'll get the out. Second out of the inning.
And more importantly, they get it without the runner scoring.
That'll bring out the DH and Solomon Leon. Another good look here is just realizing I've got the speed to get it done. Don't even risk the throw. Leon, the DH. He's had 3 at-bats so far here in the tournament with 1 hit. That was a single. But he does have 2 RBIs to show for his time here. Wow. This one ripped into the outfield. Hudson fields that one just fine. He'll get it in. But another run on the board for Mexico. They now lead 3-2.
Tell you what. Again, fastball, inner half. What does he do? Just drops a bad hit. Hits it right in the right field. as an offensive player, as a position player, I love this. I love what I'm seeing from these hitters, man. I think I may be purchasing some of these DVDs just for in-home instruction.
You see what he did there?
Yeah, exactly.
This young man's only 15, 16 years old. If he can do it, you can do it. Let's go.
That's right.
We've had pretty good umpiring crews all day today.
We have. Absolutely have.
Throw over quickly, trying to catch Leon slipping.
It's been interesting, man. Teams haven't gotten down on themselves. They give up a few runs in the first inning, then they'll come back. It's just been a lot of back and forth today. There's your ground ball to Kobe McNeely at second.
McNeely
Goes
throws
over to first for the out.
Third out handled, but Mexico able to get 3. It's a tight one here from Loeb Stadium. 3-2 your score.
Going? Nice to meet you guys. I have these 2 laptops. We're gonna each download a TV show. I'm gonna download it on Xfinity, and you guys are gonna download it with AT&T Uverse, and we're gonna see who goes faster. Go.
Well, this is a no-brainer so far.
How's AT&T doing? Struggling? I'm ready to go. We'll wait for you guys.
Looks like we're gonna be waiting for a while.
Don't let Uverse slow you down. Upgrade to an Xfinity X1 Triple Play from Comcast and save when you bundle. See for yourself. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Comcast.com today.
Wouldn't it be sweet to happily live a life that's filled with glee and sing about how joyful it can be?
I'd like to hear that.
Live life to its fullest every day with the highest level of primary care from Indiana University Health.
When you have your health, you have everything.
Indiana University Health. Schedule same-day primary care appointments at 1-888-IU-HEALTH.
Toothy came from Vader, removed it was. His wallet, smile it did. Ooh. At our Dente Dental.
I want to thank all of our sponsors for this tournament here, Colt World Series. Lafayette All-Stars down 3-2. Jack Hudson will come in. Nathan Aaron in the field. Let's see if he can make up for it here at the dish. Be Hudson's first plate appearance of the day. We talk about our sponsors, Chris. Again, we're very thankful for them because without them, we wouldn't be able to come here and cover this. It takes a lot of money, one, to put on this tournament, to take care of these teams while they're here, pay for TV, to pay for the crew, everything that goes on in this tournament. And it's an awesome product. And a night like tonight is when you really get to see the full reward when the community comes out and supports a game like this and you fill up the bleachers.
It's awesome. It is awesome.
Hudson behind 1-2. Aragon struggled a little bit in that first inning versus these Lafayette hitters. Settled down, got out of the inning, and then his offense helped him out. Swing and a miss, gets the strikeout.
He threw that one right by Jack. I think he's chasing the ball that's a little bit up. They threw it right by him there. It's a good job by Aragon coming back in this inning. Gabriel did a good job right there.
Let's be our first look at Kobe McNeely.
Now watch this. I'm going to tell you, Kobe's going to hit a ball in between. He's going to hit somewhere between the second base bag and the second base and a line drive. Let's see if it happens.
That pitch up in the zone, ball 1.
I've coached Kobe several years, baseball, coached basketball. Like I said, all of a sudden, Kobe decided he wanted to grow several inches. And it's a heck of a baseball player. He can swing it and can pick it.
His position that he lists here that he plays, he listed pretty much all of them. It might have been nice for him, easier on him just to list the ones he doesn't play, utility player.
The only thing about Kobe that he doesn't do so well, Kobe is not the fastest baseball player you'll see. But he can play. He can swing it, he can pick it.
Kobe McNeely's favorite player in another sport, Kobe Bryant. They share the same first name.
Yeah.
That one up.
He may not get anything to hit here.
What do you want to be when you grow up? He simply says a professional wiffle ball player. So no, there was such a thing. Out and in it for a strike. You can always tell when you get the funny ones, the comedians. His favorite thing to say, I drop bombs like potatoes.
Jeez. Whatever that means.
McNeely swing and a miss.
I threw it by him.
3-2.
Fastball up. Last couple fastball, well, to Kobe there and to Jack Hudson, the fastball he struck him out on, fastball's high. Guys got to push him down a little bit, get something they can handle, get the bat hit too.
Just
right
missed that one.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Get him down a little bit, and he's right on it.
A lot of McCutcheon players on this Lafayette All-Star team.
Yes, I believe they have the maximum allowed 5 players.
Swing and a miss there against McNeely. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Aragon.
That's impressive by Gabriel Aragon to come back here. Gabriel, I should say. Come back here and get 2 strikeouts after a shaky first inning. That's got to give his team a really good feeling.
He's going to bring up the DH, Austin Dunwoody. I believe he's Chad Dunwoody's boy. So Todd Dunwoody, the former Major League Baseball player, would be his uncle.
That is correct.
Uncle Todd spent some time with the Florida Marlins in the big leagues. Did he win a World Series with them?
I don't
Was
think
he on
so.
one of those teams?
I'm not sure. I know my first look at Todd Dunwoody was when he's in A-ball, Kane County Cougars in Batavia, Illinois. I'll never forget it because that was the year 1995. My high school team made it downstate in Illinois. And I remember we went down the Friday night before to watch a Kane County Cougars game, and I was looking at this little center fielder because I was an outfielder, and he had a cannon for an arm, and I find out later it's Todd Dunwoody.
There you go. You can cue the music if you want. It's a small world after all.
No kidding.
This one fouled away.
Austin's right on him. Austin's really going to have to make sure he pushes his fastball down because Gabriel Aragon has showed with 2 strikes he likes to go with that high fastball, and we've been chasing it so far. I said we. I feel like a homer.
Got the mask on out there.
Oh, what's the rest of the old wrestler?
Nacho Libre, right? Or that's the movie.
Good pitch.
That one in there for the strike.
Impressive inning for Gabriel Aragon there.
Strikes out the side. 3-2. Mexico still on top.
Since 1969, Haley's Lock, Safe and Key has provided expertise and solutions when dealing with residential or commercial security needs. Whether you're looking for a safe, seeking access solutions, or in need of automotive keys, nobody can serve you better than Haley's.
One-on-one service and simply the best solutions we've been providing at Daly for more than 40 years.
Haley's Lock, Safe and Keys. Call, visit, or find us online. 2 locations, Crawfordsville and Lafayette.
We love to see you here at the Farmers Bank. However, we know there are times you need to bank on your schedule, wherever you may be. With the Farmers Bank mobile banking app, you can check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and now you can also securely deposit checks with your smartphone by simply taking a picture of the check. Download our mobile banking app today. The Farmers Bank, your local bank, your mobile bank, your bank for life.
An absolutely gorgeous night for baseball. Weather's been perfect all tournament long. We had a threat of rain on Friday that never, ever occurred. It looks like we should have clear skies for the majority of the tournament. There's a good shot of the fans in the stands taking in the game.
Yep.
I'm not supporting these local ball clubs. 2016 Colt World Series.
Good pitch. Good first pitch breaking ball there by Parker Lamb.
Alex Avila will lead things off.
Ooh, just missed that foul line, third base line.
Avila has one hit in the tournament so far, but it was a triple. One of many triples we've seen hit over the 3 days of the tournament so far.
I think the number is 17, if I heard correctly.
It's pretty amazing.
Mike Carmen, Clyde, what do you guys, 17 triples that we have so far this tournament? That's a big time number, folks. 18 now? Oh, that's right. Dylan Levesque was 18. Wow.
It's getting it done.
Big time.
Check swing there. It'll be strike 3, but it gets by Berinda.
You know what? I think I would, if I'm Josh Loggins, I think I may argue that call and ask to see if he did indeed check swing, because I don't think anyone called that, right?
It wasn't called down here on the first base side.
That's what I'm saying. So I would argue that was a ball. I bring him back to the batter's box and try to get him out. Huh, maybe not.
Loggins may have had a good perspective down there from his view anyway.
Okay, but he boxes.
They throw down to second base, stolen base now. Lead off runners, especially when you should have already had the out in the inning. And then the steal.
That's right. Can't give away free bases.
It's the little things in this game, folks.
Yes, it is.
Gaxiola.
High fly ball. It's going to get out of play right over our heads.
Alberto still looking for his first hit in the tournament. He's had 7 plate appearances, only 4 recorded at bats. He does have a couple of RBIs.
Good job by Berinda. Oh. It's going to cost you a run. Throwing the ball around the yard right now, guys.
I hate to beat a dead horse, but for all intents and purposes, Alex Avila struck out.
That's right.
And now it turns into another run on the board because you let a ball get by you with no play at first. He steals second. On the steal to third, you air mail it into left field.
You know, that's the play where I think Ben Berinda does a great job of blocking it, and it doesn't ricochet too far off him, but that runner got a good jump at second base. You got to eat that. You can't make that throw there at third base because you're not going to get him. And now you get a double down the line, or a ground ball down the line. It's going to be, well, it is going to get by the left fielder as well. So for sure double. He's thinking about 3, but he holds up there.
So we said Gaxiola looking for his first hit in the tournament. He's got it.
Not looking anymore. And again, the field's playing pretty hard. Just hit a ground ball pretty hard down the third baseline. Kelton Tyson dives for it, but it's by him. Gets down in the left field corner, and that's going to be a double. So now you're sitting with a runner on second base, no out still. Lafayette's got to find that first out.
The delivery. It'll be strike 1. Fierro showing bunt there.
Back to the top of the order, Giovanni Fierro. Saw this young man in the restroom before the game. Told him how well he's been playing. Like watching him play. We're going to get another pass ball here. Runner's going to advance to third base.
I tell you, I almost think a trip to the mound is in order here because your pitcher and your catcher are just not really on the same page.
I'm with you.
And it may be the unfamiliarity of the two.
I like that leadership by Kelton Tyson. Calls timeout. Tells the catcher Ben Berinda to get out here. Let's settle this down. Look at that. That's the shortstop in Kelton Tyson right there.
And I like it. This is a good conversation, and he's trying to encourage his catcher back there.
It's good leadership.
Good job by Tyson. You got to put some of it on Lamb. Lamb's got to get the ball across the plate.
Right.
You want to keep it down, but you don't want it in the dirt. You're really forcing your catcher to work here.
That's right. Yes, he did. Umpire calls it. Check swing, but he didn't check it well enough. It's going to be a strike. I think the scoreboard put it as a ball, but that's a strike.
1-2 count.
Mm-hmm. Strike three, good pitch.
Swing and a miss.
Great pitch, fastball on the outside corner. I think Giovanni Fiero was looking for a ball in. He got it on the outside corner, and he just had a kind of weak swing after it.
That'll bring up the number 2 hitter, and David Castro, who again has had a fantastic series so far. Singled his last at bat, really got things going for this Mexican team, for this team from Mexico. They're in the first inning. This one lifted high into the night sky.
That
Should
one
be
I
room.
may let drop. You probably should let drop. Did he catch it? I was saying as he's running over, can't see it in the corner. I lost him. But again, that's a perfect situation to let that ball drop. And then, did he leave early? No, he did not.
That's what they're asking, though, just a double check.
So back to what I was saying, Sean, we talked about in the last game. There's a lot of downtime in the game of baseball. So you need to be thinking about situations before it happens. That's a situation where if that ball's hit down that corner, in the situation where they've already scored scored 1 run, you're down 2 in this inning, you may really want to consider just dropping that and taking your chances and see if you can get them out another way.
So Hernandez steps to the plate. Already doubled in today's game. RBI as well, scored back in the first. This one up. Hernandez had to benefit.
I don't know what's going on there.
Maybe a warning to the bench.
I think someone's chirping in the dugout.
Home plate umpire decided he's had enough. That was the stop sign when he reached over.
That's right.
This one lifted into the air.
Tyler Powers calling it.
Got it.
There you go.
Final out of the inning occurs, but not before Mexico's able to put a couple more on the board. They now lead 5-2 here at the Colt World Series on MTC Sports.
All the highlights. All the breakdowns. All the game.
All the analysis. All the live look-ins.
MLB Tonight. Bringing you closer to the game. All the time. All the time. All the time. All the time. MLB Tonight, every night. Only on MLB Network.
We had to clarify a few things in the press box up here just to make sure things are heard correctly. 5-2 your score, Tijuana, Mexico over the Lafayette All-Stars.
Sean, there are some things that are left better off air, so let's just leave that one. Leave that one go.
It's gone. You see the graphic there on the scoreboard, CN81. All of these games live online. They will also be rebroadcasted throughout the month of August on Xfinity, Channel 81. Colt World Series, there's a nice banner out there.
Bobby Smeltz leaning on that banner with Mr. Farrell. Man, just a good picture of Josh Loggins there. What an atmosphere, man. What an atmosphere.
Representation of all the flags from around the world that participate in pony baseball or potentially play here in the Colt World Series.
That's right. Back to the top of the order now here with Tyler Powers.
Lafayette needs to respond here pretty quickly. They had a nice first inning. It started with a double from Powers. There's actually 3 consecutive hits.
That's right. Tyler's had a good tournament so far.
That one up. Powers plays for Central Catholic High School.
Yes, he does.
Has played in some big games in his career already.
It's kind of what Gabriel Aragon did the first inning. He was kind of missing high. Fell behind the count. When he did that, he got hurt. So he's starting that trend again. Tyler Powers looking to drive this pitch right here. Good swing. Fouled it straight back. Great swing right there.
Strong cut on it. Talk about Powers playing at Central Catholic, a great high school coach, and Tim Bourdonnais, athletic director over at Central Catholic as well. And private schools tend to get a bad name at times, but I'll tell you what, I think Tim Bourdonnais could probably win about anywhere. The guy just knows the game of baseball, and he gets the most out of his players.
Well, I mean, I think they take a rap a lot. CC does because they're a smaller school. They're playing in a lower class, and that's true. But they have some good players. They have some good players. He's a good coach, and so I mean, they would be effective. And they would win a lot in any class. I mean, would they have the number of state championships they do? I don't know about that, but they would have some. I tell you that because I know the age group. That's my son's age group. The guys that will be seniors this year, that group has always been successful at every level, and so I mean, they have a factory there, man. They don't rebuild, they just kind of reload.
There you go, turn them out.
That's right.
Tim Bourdonnais in the Indiana Hall of Fame for coaches.
Yes, sir. You're looking at Brian Eaton and Pat Lowry standing down the line behind Loggins there. Tyler lifts that one to right field, right to the right fielder for the first out of the inning.
Good job by Aragon there after falling behind quickly to Powers.
Good call.
Battles back and forces the fly ball.
Get a good look at the replay. Fastball that's up a little bit, and Tyler just can't get his bat head on top of that ball. And he just hits under the ball a little bit, flies it out weakly to the right fielder for the first out of the inning.
Zach Huffins is starting center fielder for Lafayette today. Had a base hit, stolen base, scored a run.
Sean,
logged an RBI.
I would love to see Zach hit a ball. The triple that Tyler Powers hit in the first game for Lafayette, he kind of hit a soft line drive that landed on the right field line. If Zach Huffins hits that same ball, we're going to look at a potential inside the park home run, and I would love to see it because I just want to see Zach run.
Zach Huffins' favorite team, the New York Mets.
There's his swing. That's the Huffins swing right there.
Nicely
Good
done
swing,
in right
Zach.
field to keep that ball from getting past the outfielders. That'll hold Huffins to a single.
So let's see the replay on this. Looks like Zach gets a fastball, low and away, man. It's sometimes mechanically for Zach, it doesn't look the best. He's got his front foot, his left foot's kind of running out of the batter's box, but he keeps the bat head through the zone long enough to where he can drive that ball in the right center field gap. But that's what Zach does. I mean, when he stays within himself, he can be very successful with those kind of hits there because really, to be honest, this is a double. And it can be a triple if Josh Loggins wants it because if Zach gets the proper lead and does what he's supposed to do, there's no way they're going to throw him out at second base.
When you're good, you're good. Sometimes you just have that God-given gift, and Huffins looks like he's got that to me.
Actually, he needs to get off the base more. Okay. See, that's a thing that Zach's going to have to learn. See, I'm watching this game, and as a more experienced base runner, I can tell by his leadoff when he's running and when he's not. And you don't want to make it that obvious. Now his lead's a little better this time than it was the first time. Now let's see what he does here. My guess he'll get another half step to a full step on his lead, and he'll probably be running. Let's see. See, that's his best lead he's had so far. Still not enough, in my opinion, for Zach Huffins. He can get 2 more steps if he wants to. Nice swing.
That one snagged.
Oh, he's out.
Got him, doubled him up.
That is an absolute cannon by Yazir Hernandez, the shortstop. Wow.
Look at this one
That
again.
ball smoked by Levesque. Shortstop gets up in the air, gets off the ground, makes a great catch, comes down, and just shows off an absolute hose back over to first base, and he was out. He did get sacked there. Great play by the shortstop.
Big league arm, big league play.
Yes, sir.
Back with more baseball from the Colt World Series after this.
Would like to think of myself as being a specialist in farm insurance because that's what I use as a farmer, is insurance. I have crop insurance. I know the importance of carrying high limits of liability. Price is important. It's got to be affordable. It's got to be a main part of my operation and operating costs because I can't afford to have a loss without coverage.
Pony baseball began in the summer of 1951 with the organization of the original Pony League in Washington, Pennsylvania. The league was originally designed to help transition 13 and 14-year-old players from the Little League Diamond to the regulation-sized Diamond. Today, more than 500,000 players participate in the Pony organization annually in the United States and in more than 25 countries around the world. For more information on Pony baseball, go to pony.org. Don't miss Pony baseball for the world. Pure baseball, pure pony.
Since 1980, Phoenix Lawn and Garden has been family owned and operated. For over 30 years, the Thomases have provided reliable, quality brand name products and services to their customers. Let's face it, you don't make it this far in this industry with anything less. Generation after generation.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Leadoff hitter here from Mexico will be Sergio Vizcaíno. He'll get this bottom part of the third inning started.
Good pitch there by Parker Lamb. I was just corrected by one of my buddies out there that he's absolutely right, and I knew that. I don't know why I said that. Kane County Cougars are in Geneva, Illinois, not Batavia. Ground ball to Tyler Powers at shortstop, fields it cleanly, shows off the arm, good play.
There you go, 6-3 put out for Powers. Vizcaíno retired here in the third inning. You know, Chris, one thing nice about having you on the broadcast is they show the replay of that play again, is it seems like every time you're on, all your friends and everybody tunes in, and we get more viewers for that one. So we're just going to keep leasing you out here. If that's all right.
That's not the case. You guys get viewers anyway, man. Good pitch. Field your position, Parker. Step and throw. Good job.
Nicely done. 2 outs retired. Trying to look for the first 1, 2, 3 inning on defense are the Lafayette All-Stars.
That's what Lafayette team needs to get going.
Solomon Leon had a single in his first plate appearance, drove in an RBI. Solomon really ripped one into right field.
Ball too low.
Yep. Brenda tried to frame that one up for the umpire. Favorite food, tacos. Solomon, yes. I'm right there with you, buddy.
Yeah, Solomon, yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
I'll tell you what, for Solomon's sake, we do taco night every Tuesday at my house when I'm home. We got Taco Tuesday.
Well, to Solomon's credit, I had tacos both of the last night, 2 nights, so I'm a big-time Taco Bell fan. Actually, I'll take a taco from anywhere. The more authentic, the better, though.
It's funny, my youngest daughter will literally correct you and get mad. If you come in on Tuesday and say, hey, what's for dinner? It's Taco Tuesday, Dad.
That's right. There you go. Good swing, but I think that's going to hang up there for Dylan Levesque, and it does for the third out.
First 1, 2, 3 inning for Lafayette on defense. We'll see if they can get their bats going when we come back here on MTC Sports.
Since 1980, Phoenix Lawn and Garden has been family owned and operated. For over 30 years, the Thomases have provided reliable, quality brand name products and services to their customers. Let's face it, you don't make it this far in this industry with anything less. Generation after generation. From the initial sale through the life of the purchase, Phoenix is there every step of the way. Thomas's Phoenix Lawn and Garden, where we make tall grass short.
We chose Haley's for our video surveillance needs because we've had great luck with them on the lock, safe, and key side. And when we found out that they also do video surveillance, we right away knew that we could trust Rick and his team over there. I would definitely recommend Haley's Lock, Safe, and Key to any business owner. They take great care of you, they have good, fair prices, and service after the sale is tremendous.
For security solutions and unbeatable support after the sale, visit Haley's in Lafayette and Crawfordsville.
Good look up here in the booth. I don't know who that good-looking young man is there, but he's rocking a casual Sunday today, but I'm sporting the MTC sports shirt, so I'm still kind of in the garb. I see you hiding behind the corner.
Hey, man, I don't want this ugly mug on TV, on the camera.
Walker connection. Lafayette will bring 4, 5, 6 to the plate in this half inning. They trail 5-2 here on MTC Sports. Jumped out, scored a couple runs there in the first inning. Since then, it's been all Mexico.
I think we just had our attendance announced. Did I hear 2691? It's pretty impressive.
2,691 fans.
Bobby Deering leading us off. Bobby was hit by a pitch in his first at bat in the top of the first.
Yeah, and he was stranded there at first base after the fact. Deering, left-handed hitter.
Bobby's pretty imposing in that batter's box. He's got good size on him.
Really does.
Oh, good swing.
And a miss there.
Like a swing.
I'd say I might have to hire him on a hot day to just swing the bat in front of me.
Yeah, he doesn't get cheated.
Create a wind tunnel there. Aragon delivers this one. Not a lot on it, but it may be trouble.
Nice play, Hernandez.
Well, it's trouble until Hernandez turns on the speed and
kid's a player.
Able to track it down.
Ball kind of eats up Bobby Deering a little bit. Doesn't get the barrel to it. Over to third base. Third base is not going to have a chance at this, but Hernandez runs over from a shortstop position, makes a nice running catch.
We saw Keldon Tyson's leadership on defense out on the field a few moments ago. Keldon looking for a hit here in this one. He flew out to right field back in the first inning.
Right. Ball low. Keldon needs to make sure he squares the ball up. Doesn't get under the ball, don't hit the bottom side of it. He's hit it on the line so he can use his speed.
Keldon, one of those guys that we've seen around, obviously, with our coverage of local sports in McCutcheon. But when I passed him today, he's a lot taller than what I remembered. I think he's added a few more inches over the summer.
Yeah, he's not a small kid. Good swing there.
Rips this one into left field. Tyson on board with a single.
Good swing. Gets a fastball down and in. He just drops a bat hit, pulls it through the 5-6 hole here.
Another look at it.
Good job there by Keldon.
I've seen a lot of hits take that exact same path over the course of this tournament, too.
I agree.
This might be the best hitting World Series I've seen across the board as far as all 10 teams are concerned.
I'm right with you. But the thing is, and I don't want this to sound negative, but is it because the pitching has not been
Correct.
as good as it has in the past?
Probably.
Like I said, we still haven't seen that premium arm yet. I mean, a guy like a Jackson Smeltz last year where he's got high velocity, good breaking stuff. You just haven't seen that guy yet.
I don't know if it's here.
Yeah, and
I really don't.
If that is the case, if that guy is not here, it's going to be hard to beat Aruba.
I agree.
Because the way they swing the bats, I mean, it's going to be extremely difficult. I think so far, from my point of view, the best offensive team I've seen in 2 games is Aruba. The best defensive team I think I've seen is South Korea.
He played well. Their infield seems unfazed by the unfriendly confines.
I think overall
Stadium.
they're the most fundamentally sound team I've seen. I mean, because I love the way they run the bases as well.
Ben Berinda heading to count 2-1. They'll throw over here. Tyson back in plenty of time.
It's a good hit and run count here if you want to do something. That's why you see the pickoff attempt.
It almost seems like Lafayette has not been as aggressive as they once were when they started this game.
Right.
When getting runners aboard.
I know Josh Long scouted in that Red Sox organization for a while, and I know Theo Epstein, those guys are big on the sabermetrics. I don't know if they really like to steal all that much. They don't want to take the chance of getting a guy thrown out. So I don't know, because I've been, it's been I've wondered why even Zach Huffins when Zach gets on, I'm stealing first pitch. I'm telling you.
Right.
I tell you, I'm hard-headed when it comes to base running. If I have a guy that can run like that, you're gonna have to throw me out 2 or 3 times in a row before I stop.
I've scratched my head a few times with the Cincinnati Reds and Billy Hamilton. I mean, the guy, most of the time when he gets on, he's taken off.
I agree.
But there have been times where he gets on base, and it doesn't happen a lot because he's not a great offensive player overall.
Right.
But if he reaches,
let's use him.
He's stealing second and he's stealing third. I've got the double takes on. I don't care if it's right down Broadway.
That's right. That is a major league fly. I can see it. Wow.
Right fielder.
Oh, no. He's out.
Chase.
Wow. That was a major league fly ball hit to really shallow right field. I'm not sure Kelton Tyson saw that all the way because he was way too far off the base, and he gets doubled off at first base. That absolutely cannot happen.
Watch this again here, lifted, and I mean, it took a while for this one to come down.
The second baseman, he didn't want any part of that ball, the second baseman.
Yeah, Tyson just misjudged it from when he looked.
Sure did. He's
up in
definitely
the ball
out.
To back down to where the right fielder was.
Yep.
Another base running mistake costs the Lafayette All-Stars. We'll be back with more baseball when we return.
Construction projects mean deadlines. At McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store, we understand the challenges our customers face. That's why our team of professionals are here to help. From our knowledgeable support staff to our industry-leading service department, McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store are here to make sure you get the right equipment delivered on time. Whether it's cat equipment, JLG lifts, or Solaire air compressors, we carry it all. McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store, helping build Indiana since 1945.
Welcome back here to Loeb Stadium. Fans in the stands. Almost 2,700 of them coming out to take in the Lafayette All-Stars here in the primetime game on Sunday night.
Some young families, the young Jacob Walker there. Bending over always with sunflower seeds in his mouth. Oh my goodness.
Just heard our director chime in and said that someone had called in and asked us to move the umpire away from second base, which we've asked the umpiring crew a few times here to, obviously be aware. We do have a camera in center field. Not always is this crew used to, TV being here to cover the game.
Yeah, but if they don't oblige by our request, we can't force them to move, right?
Well, we can encourage them.
There's the mayor, Tony Roseworski, in the house tonight.
Coming to the plate here for Mexico in this half inning. It'll be 7-8-9.
Is that Christian Duarte?
Duarte, we saw him get the start on the mound last night. Pitched a gem of a game for Mexico.
Yes, he did. Parker Lamb still in for the Lafayette All-Stars battling. Oh, nice play by Kelton Tyson. Good play there.
Across strongly. Tyson able to get Duarte over at first base. We score that one 5-3. Alex Avila will come to the plate. First, we'll show you another look at that replay.
I think Parker Lamb has settled in here. Good job, Parker. Tries to hop off the mound, can't get to it. Kellen comes in, makes a nice play. Sets his feet, strong throw. Nice play. Good breaking ball. Pitching backwards a little bit. Start him off with a first pitch breaking ball for strike one. As a hitter, you have to be disciplined enough to be able to lay off that. Get your foot down early. See it's not going to be a fastball. You just spit on that pitch.
Swing and miss.
Now you're in a situation where he comes back the second pitch with a fastball. Now you're in a position where you have no idea what's coming. 0-2, he started you off with a curveball. Then he came with a fastball. He can throw you a fastball up, you'll chase it, or he can throw you another curveball down in your history. He's got a fastball up. Oh, and he holds off. Great pitch execution there by Parker Lamb. Even better discipline by the batter, Christian Duarte. Now if I'm Parker Lamb, I drop the curveball back on him and see if he can hit it.
See if you're right. Lamb delivers.
There's your curveball, strike three.
Got
See
it.
ya.
And he shakes his head like, yep, got me.
Yep, that is tremendous pitching there by Parker Lamb. Again, that's maybe a little bit advanced stuff, but as a hitter, you got to understand the game. You got to know you have to know how a pitcher's going to attack you. I don't call it guess hitting, but I'm 95% sure what's going to happen there.
Alberto Gaxiola with 2 outs in the inning.
This does it again. Starts him off with a curveball there. Now, as a hitter, I'm going to sit, even though he started me off with a first pitch curveball, I'm going to sit fastball here. I don't think he's going to throw me 2 curveballs in a row. And if he does, I'm okay with it. Right? I'm sitting fastball here. There's my fastball. You take it for strike 2. Now you're in trouble again.
Staying ahead of the hitters
That's
is
right.
always what you want to do as a pitcher.
There's a fastball up again. So he follows this is the same exact pattern he had for the last batter. So if he follows that up, he should throw the curveball here. Will he do it again? I think you can throw that, or you can go fastball outside corner, but he's going to go with a curveball. See you later. Whoa, just low.
Miss the zone, 2-2 count.
I think Parker's found his groove here.
Shot of the head coach from Mexico.
Good pitch. See you
That
later.
one in there for
That's great
strike
pitching
3.
by Parker Lamb.
After a rough 2 innings from Parker where Mexico was able to score 5 runs, he's gone back-to-back innings where he set them down 1, 2, 3. Lafayette do at the plate when we return on MTC Sports.
Wouldn't it be sweet to happily live a life that's filled with glee and sing about how joyful it can be?
I'd like to hear that.
Live life to its fullest every day with the highest level of primary care from Indiana University Health.
When you have your health, you have everything.
Indiana University Health. Schedule same-day primary care appointments at 1-888-IU-HEALTH.
Hi, my name is Mike Whittiving, President of Tecton Construction Management. We build quality commercial buildings using our trademarked integrated project delivery system called filtering. Essentially what filtering does is it reduces waste during the design, bidding, and construction phase of the project, which saves money. We scrutinize construction details and our hired contractors, which improves quality, and we manage risk in a way to reduce exposure to our owners during the project. Let us be your first call to help you quantify your vision within your budget. I hope to talk to you soon.
Got the crowd participating in the wave here, and I think my partner here is carrying it into the press box. He's joined the crowd as well.
Love it as it goes back and forth here. The fans from Mexico starting the wave. The rest of the fans, maybe supporting Lafayette team, participating. That's the fun, the camaraderie here. I'll get into it too right here. Due up this inning for Lafayette, it'll be Jack Hudson, Kobe McNeely, and Austin Dunwoody, as long as there's no changes to the lineup.
Doesn't look like there's any so far.
few substitutions, I guess, took place for Mexico. Did I hear 9 for 32 and 35 for 34?
As long as my pitcher hadn't changed out yet, I'm okay.
I will catch that as the lineup rolls around.
Right.
Hopefully.
Gabriel Aragon back out there to start for the top of the 5th. It's a big inning. Lafayette's got to get something going here.
Jack Hudson.
Good pitch, strike one. Fastball splits the middle of the plate.
Hudson, a strikeout victim back in the 2nd inning. That was when he was able to come through and strike out the side.
I don't know if you saw the graphic there of Jack Hudson's favorite player. You may like that. You see it?
I did not.
It's your Cincinnati Reds second baseman.
Brandon Phillips.
Yes, sir.
He may not be a Cincinnati Reds second baseman for long at this route. They pretty much trade away everybody that I try to like anymore.
And he can pick it, though, man. He's got... I get on YouTube every now and then and watch his highlight video, I think, from last year's, either last year or 2 years ago. It's pretty sweet.
He has a web zoom in every single game.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's to the point where I don't even think they're watching him anymore because they just got tired of showing him in the top 10.
Uh-huh. I've noticed this now for the second time when Aragon kind of struggles a little bit, the catcher won't throw it back to the pitcher. He throws it back to his first baseman. Interesting. First baseman runs in and talks to the pitcher real quick, kind of get him back on track. Oh, very defensive swing. That's maybe a base hit, though.
Wow. Throws hard across, but Hudson flying down the line. That's why you run it out.
Tell you what, that was not pretty, but it was very effective. Jack had a fastball kind of thrown in and really defensive swing trying to get out of the way of it. He puts it down, and I'm going to tell you what, that kid can fly because he was getting down that line in a hurry.
Jack Hudson, Central Catholic player.
Footballer, baseballer.
Part of the 2015 football state champions at Central Catholic.
I'm going to tell you right now, there may not be a better hitter in the Lafayette lineup to work a hit and run with than Kobe McNeely right here.
That one in there for a strike.
I know you're down a few runs, but, man, get something going here, Josh.
Kobe McNeely loves a little wiffle ball and Xbox. Told you he wanted to be a professional wiffle ball player when he grows up.
Got it in on. He beat Kobe with another fastball.
Kobe would like to attend UCLA University.
Oh. I think so would a lot of people. It's kind of pretty out there.
Modest lead over at first for Hudson. Fouled back off the fence.
It's a very modest lead, and I'm a firm believer. Jack Hudson's probably 6'1", 6'2". He's not a small guy. The leadoff that he has there, again, if he falls down, he's probably going to hit the belt base at his waistline. Get off enough to where you have to take 1 or 2 hard steps back and dive. I mean, you may as well not take a leadoff if you're going to be that short. Jack, you're better than that.
That one gets away.
Especially the way he can run. He can really move. He can really move.
Hudson.
Catcher throws behind him.
Yaxiola not afraid to throw it wherever he needs to.
He's not at all.
Even if it's to the first baseman to give it back to the pitcher because he's decided that his words maybe not getting through to him. You go talk to him.
That's right. It's a time for Kobe to be productive. Worst case scenario, you have to move Jack Hudson to third base here.
A tight game, just a 3-run game. They'll switch out some catcher's gear here quickly. Loggins will take that as an opportunity to talk to his hitter, Kobe McNeely. Loggins a pretty darn good baseball player in his day. I was at Frankfurt when he came through at Harrison. I was younger, but man, he could hit the ball.
Josh and I were freshmen together at Purdue before he transferred over to Kentucky, and I'm telling you, he was a stud baseball player.
I was in left field when he sent one sailing over my head, well over the fence. Hit a home run off of us.
I came in, I walked on the team at Purdue and later earned a scholarship there, but so my first year I wasn't really in the athletes dorm, but Josh and my future roommate Daryl Halata were roommates at the time, so pretty much my freshman year I pretty much lived with those guys.
Little flare, nicely done there by Sergio Vizcaíno over first base.
Really nice play by the first baseman there. Kobe gets fooled on the pitch. He's got an 0-2 count. Butts flying in the third base dugout. He just kind of reaches out, hits a flare over to first base. First baseman makes a good play, and he's able to keep Jack Hudson at second base there.
Austin Dunwoody steps in. Actually, if I remember correctly, in that game where Loggins hit a home run, I got to toot my own horn a little bit. I was able to just kind of camp out under a very high long fly ball that fell just short of the fence and caught it. And I think that kind of made him mad because it was the next time up that he hit it over the fence and kind of looked out there like,
catch that one?
Yeah, catch that one.
Yeah, Josh had some pop. With Josh's situation at Purdue, he came to the team as a freshman, and we had 2 senior catchers on the team. And at that time, our coach was really loyal to older players. And there was no question Josh was the future of the program and probably the better player then. Well, I know he was. But due to the loyalty, Josh didn't really get an opportunity. And he looked for some other options, and he found it. And I know this situation very well because my best friend in high school, who was our stud, one of the Illinois Players of the Year, was a shortstop. He was drafted by the 12th round by the Dodgers out of high school, but turned that down and went to Kentucky. Josh went down and became my buddy's roommate. So my best friend's roommate became Josh Loggins became my buddy's best roommate at Kentucky. And Josh went down there and just tore it up in the SEC conference.
Again, it's a small world.
Telling you,
your
really
teammate
is.
goes to your best buddy.
Exactly.
Teammate.
Exactly.
The delivery.
Good pitch.
That one in there for strike 3. Got Dunwoody looking.
That's the second backwards K of the game for Austin, but that's a really good pitch there. That's a tough pitch to hit. Freezing you on a breaking ball.
Goes back to the top part of the lineup and Tyler Powers. And if they needed a 2-out hit, it's right now.
They need one.
Need to start chipping
really
away
bad
at this lead by Mexico. Powers doubled in his first at bat and scored a run. Flew out to right field the next time he was up.
He needs to make sure he can get on top of the ball here. Last one he kind of flared out to right field. First of all, he stayed on top and hit a line drive. Duarte is working him up in the zone. So here's where Tyler is really good. It's 2-0 count here. Looking for a fastball. Maybe for Tyler, middle in that you can drive. Make sure you can get your hands out front. You can't be late here. That's what we talk about all the time. 2-0 count, less than 2 strikes. As a hitter, you can't be late. You got to make sure you get that bad head out. Throws him a breaking ball. Wow. 2-0 breaking ball to the leadoff guy. And
Started that one behind him and broke right in front of his
And you know
shoulder.
what? Tyler did the right thing. You don't swing at that pitch. You just tip your cap to him and you move on.
Does it again. That time a little bit too far inside.
Now you're sitting right where you want to be. There is no way Duarte is going to throw you a 3-1 curveball. And if he does, you're okay with that. You spit on it. You live to fight another day. Now you're looking for a fastball, 1 pitch, 1 spot. If Tyler gets it, you have to drive it in the gap. See what he does here. There's a fastball. He takes a good rip at it. Good rip at it.
I'll tell you what, though, there's been a few times where you've seen Mexico's starting pitcher and Aragon fall behind and battle back and get a strikeout or get a fly ball out here. Steady, gets all the back of Powers there.
See, that's one of those situations where if I'm Christian Duarte, again, the situation is this. You have 2 outs, full count, leadoff man's up, right? Tyler isn't the most imposing figure by any means, right? I'm going fastball right down the heart. Tyler, you hit it as far as you can. If you beat me on a home run, I'm okay with it. Chances are that's not going to happen. If you hit in the gap, you're at second base and give up 1 run, that's still not going to kill us either, right? So I don't know why you throw the curveball there. I'm sorry. Now, I'm sorry, folks. The pitcher is Gabriel Aragon, not Duarte.
So you sat up here with me last night when Duarte was pitching.
That's right.
That's why it starts
very
to all
good.
run together.
That's right.
Huffins.
Good pitch there.
Will stand in. They would love to see Huffins lace one into the outfield like the first at bat that he had here today. Actually, 2 singles on the day for Zach.
Zach's having a good day.
Going in there for a strike. 0-2 count. Now you got to protect.
Tell you what, at some point in this at-bat, he's going to see that good breaking ball by Aragon. I don't know if I would go with a high fastball here to see if I can get Huffins to chase or go with the breaking ball right now.
This is why you got to get out in front of a hitter.
That's right.
Because it gives you the options.
Absolutely. Then at that point, you're dictating the at-bat.
0-2. Head coach going to come out and have a conversation real quick. 0-2, 2 outs. This is going to be a big pitch here for Aragon.
I think it's a good spot for the coach to go out and talk to him because, obviously this hitter's been seeing you very well. Zach's 2 for 2 on the day. He's hit 2 balls hard. I would go tell him, hey, make sure you hit a spot here. Cannot give up an 0-2 hit here. So I don't care what pitch you choose to throw, it's got to be in the spot you want. It can't be where he can get his bat to it.
Got some fans dancing in the stands. Huffins will step back in the batter's box. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Good 0-2 pitch there.
If I'm pitching to Zach Huffins here in this situation, I don't think you can beat him outside unless it's a bad call and you beat him so far on the outside corner. I think the only way you beat him if you go hard in. But you have to get in. Try to get it in on his fist. But if you get something out middle away from him, he's going to hit it hard in the right field. They're going in. But they tried to go in, but the ball was middle away.
Right.
So he missed his spot terribly, and he's lucky he didn't pay the price for it.
Huffins will foul it off. He'll at least live to see another pitch here.
Right. So the pitching their coach is thinking the same way I'm thinking. Because he missed that poorly, I would still do the same thing. I would go back hard in and try to get him because I'm telling you, Zach Huffins wears the ball out at that 355 mark in right center. You got to try to get hard in on him.
Aragon delivers. Breaking pitch in there for strike 3. Got him looking.
It's a good pitch.
Opportunity squandered for the Lafayette All-Stars. They're starting to run out of outs. Mexico trying to stay on the winner's side of this graphic. They lead 5-2.
As he does, Jalen Attaway comes flying in with the monster dunk. Get up, young fella. Down close to the Postgame, and it's caught, and he's gonna take it down.
Hey, Jennifer's Mike, Trooper Money Slang. Aw, scram.
I'm Chris Mike, Jubby Robon, y'all gonna lead up in Kiss Bed.
Peace Charity, get town down.
Toothpaste dummy way.
Bruna brood. What?
With the top 100 shows preloaded, Xfinity is perfect for people who want to join the conversation. Catch up on the shows everyone is talking about. Get started with the Xfinity X1 Triple Play from Comcast for $99 a month for a whole year. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Comcast.com today.
Most of the time, commercials require a fancy voiceover to sell their product. But here at Pepe's Mexican Restaurant, we believe in letting these images speak for themselves. But I just can't help myself. Tantalizing. Delicious. I can almost taste it. Pepe's Mexican Restaurant, Sagamore Parkway, Lafayette.
Good shot of the fans from Mexico. They always come and support. You got to love the tradition. You've got the wrestling mask on. I wish I knew what that was called.
Oh, man.
So I could do it justice.
Oh, Rey Mysterio was a wrestler I'm thinking about. The young guy late that had that mask on.
Absolutely.
Oh, there goes the fly. Mexican pride.
Usually, when Mexico is here, you'll have someone with the flag on the pole, and they'll be running up and down every time they score, letting you know about it.
I think we have a pinch hitter here for the leadoff man. It's number 10, Eric Diaz.
So Diaz will hit for Fierro.
Yep. Parker Lamb still out in the hill for the Lafayette All-Star team.
We've seen Diaz play in both of the first 2 games for Mexico. That's the second one that's got away from Berenda. He's struggling to keep the ball in his glove and in front of him tonight.
He is. That's that situation, though, where we talked about in the last game where I'd like to see a catcher, and that's, I know there's not a runner on base, but it doesn't hurt to work on your dropping and blocking there. And it's a great opportunity to do it. That's how you get better at it when there's no runners on base. Hard ground ball to Kelton Tyson, scoops it up, strong throw to first base. Kelton looks really good at third. Really good.
He does. You got to wonder, though, sometimes you're put in a position because you're the best at that position as well.
That's right.
But if they had a good option at shortstop there for McCutcheon, Tyson does look good at third. He's got a strong arm and quick reflexes.
Yes, he does. You know, and the thing with Keldon, he may grow into third base anyway. I mean, he's already got a long, slender frame on him. You know, I know his dad, Doug. He has an uncle, Kevin, that was a star at Jeff a lot of years ago. If Keldon puts some more weight on, a lot of weight on, he may turn into a corner infielder.
I don't know how you couldn't over there at that weight room that McCutcheon
Oh, my
bolsters.
Lord, is that nice.
This one fought off the hands. It's a base hit for Mexico. Another hit in the series for Castro.
Good swing. Good swing there. Fights off a fastball in the right field.
David Castro continues to have a great series.
Yes, he does.
5 hits now in the tournament.
I'm telling you, after this series is over, I'm going to give you a homework assignment.
Okay.
If you could take this tournament and put together a hitting instructional video for me, I guarantee you we can make a lot of money on it, because I'm telling you there have been some tremendous at-bats and tremendous swings throughout the course of this tournament thus far.
I like the sound of money. There's a good shot at the lead for Castro.
So even though you're going to do all the work and putting the video together, I'll give you about 20% of the profits.
That's fine. I'm sure you've got the clientele.
We can call it the Walker and Walker Connection hitting video.
W squared.
There you go. Ooh.
That one about clipped him. Berenda throws down, and again, short hops it to second base. Castro able to steal second. Second time this game he's done that.
Yeah. Yeah, Benny's not having his best game back behind the dish. I mean, I think that was a good pitch to throw. Actually, oh no, he had to come back in. It's a tough pitch to throw him, but he got up. He repositioned himself perfectly fine. He continues to short hop the throws to second base.
This ball foul. Tyson gives chase. It's into the crowd.
Wow, that ball hit something, really bounded back hard towards us.
You know something I noticed too there? I don't know if Berenda does any pitching when he's not behind the plate, but he's got a tailing look to the ball that he throws. I mean,
he's got some arm side run on his throws down to second base. You don't want that when he throws to second base, but you really love that on the mound. You're right on. It's a good catch.
Castro with the lead off a second. That one up. Good ball. 2-1. Mexico leading 5-2.
Yazir Hernandez. Good looking player. I like him at short. He's played good defense this tournament thus far in the games I've seen. And he also swings it pretty well. Good pitch, Parker Lamb.
Let's take a look at what's at stake if we came with one out here, 2-2 count. The winner has a bye. They don't play until Tuesday. The loser, an elimination game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against South Korea.
Good pitch. Breaking ball. Throw down to first base to get the out. Nice job.
So the strikeout of Hernandez. Vizcaíno, wearing that number 85, will step in.
I'll tell you what, Sean, you just talked about what was at stake. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to lose this game because that South Korean team, they're no joke. They're no joke.
They may, I'll tell you what you win. If you get that South Korea team, you may win an exit from the tournament tomorrow night because they play some good defense. They've had some solid pitching, and they can hit the ball.
They've had some issues with bats in this tournament where they've had a player. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, hopefully, is everyone okay?
That one hit hard into the stands. We got claps and some
I think
smiles.
we're okay.
So
you hate to see that here, man, because especially when this place is jam-packed like that, because it's tough to get out of the way of the foul ball. But like I was saying with South Korea, they've had some issues with the bats. A player and a coach were ejected for a game because of some illegal bats that were being used. I don't know if they intentionally knew they were illegal or using illegal bats, but either way, it's the rule. But heck, they've been using the other team's bats in the tournament. They've just been beating up teams with their bats. So
you kind of silence the critics at this point in time with the performance they put on today.
Right. Yeah, I was in the stands for the first game today, or for second game today, and I heard fans say, "Well, the bats don't matter." I'm like, guys, I sell aluminum. The bats do matter. That's not the case, but they can still hit. Doesn't matter what you put in their hands.
This one popped up. Barinda comes out and makes a great catch, popping up from his position.
Nice play.
By far the best play he's made today.
I agree. Good
Nicely
play.
done, Mr. Barinda. 5-2 your score. Headed to the 6th inning on MTC Sports right after this.
MLB Network brings you closer all season long.
That ball is gone.
With 5 games every week.
Are you kidding me?
And 200 games this season.
Unbelievable.
With MLB Tonight's live coverage every night.
That is so true.
And more highlights.
His 3,000 hit.
Analysis.
A fastball that cuts.
And live look-ins all night long.
Number 500.
Get closer to the game on MLB Network.
Are you 62 years or older? Are you disabled? If you answer yes to either of those questions and you are looking for a new place to call home, then look no further than Friendship Gardens Apartments in Mulberry, located in a nice peaceful setting just minutes from Lafayette or Frankfort. Our apartments are HUD approved and the rent is based upon your income. This 30-unit apartment complex was designed with the needs of the active senior and disabled adults in mind. At Friendship Gardens, you enjoy a sense of belonging that extends throughout the entire community.
Young man's got an Indiana Giants hat on. Lafayette All-Stars, Tijuana, Mexico, 5-2 your score. Enjoying some popcorn down there. I'm just staring at the popcorn wishing I could have some. Unfortunately, I don't think my orthodontist would like that.
I understand.
Never wait this late in life to get braces, but hey, I did. It's over. Just got to deal with it now. Hopefully they'll come off soon enough.
Oh, man, you know what? Oh, no, it's 9:44. I can't eat anymore. I got to fast. I got a physical tomorrow. Oh.
You're done for the day.
Actually, I'm going to break those rules. I'm telling you that right now.
Dylan Levesque steps in here for Lafayette. They're down to their final 6 outs. They need 3 runs They did a great job jumping all over Aragon to start the game. Since then, he has really settled down.
Yes, he has.
It's the gem of a game.
Whoa.
Aragon has only allowed 5 hits in the game, and he gave up 3 of them to the first 3 batters faced. If that tells you.
Tell you what, Dylan he is hot as a firecracker when it comes to this Colt World Series, man.
Levesque lifts this one foul.
He is very clutch, like his high school teammate, well, former high school teammate, Mr. Carter Bridge, who, again, I talked about him a couple of days ago. Just had an exceptional junior and senior campaign for the Harrison Raiders. And again, Carter, I love you, but I'm so glad you're getting the heck out of high school. See you later, buddy.
Go terrorize someone else on the diamond.
Exactly. I'll come watch you do it in college, but I don't want to see you again in high school.
That one in the dirt.
Good discipline there by Levesque.
Gaxiola done a nice job of keeping balls in front of him. I know there's no runners on base right now, but we always like to point out the young men behind the plate. Got to wear the garb to get the knee work out the entire game.
That's right.
That one gets by him there.
Dylan works the count back even at 2-2. Getting closer and closer.
Lowry boys are at it again.
Look at it, and one's not getting off the field. Oh, they're getting some TV time. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Coach Lowry, that one's for you. I love it. I love it. The Lowry boys fighting over a pass ball.
One got the baseball, the other one got a face full of dirt.
Oh, man.
Aragon 2-2 pitch.
Oh, that's
Ripped.
a good swing, but foul.
Foul down the first base line.
Tell you what, I don't know how much, and I could be wrong, but I don't know how much Dylan hit for Harrison this year in high school. But I'm telling you, if Coach Lowry's watched the last couple of Colt World Series, he's going to be thinking, that may be my 3-hitter next year.
He's definitely saying, hey, look at me.
They could have 3 really strong hitting left-handers with Max Hannes, Bobby Deering, Dylan Levesque. I mean, that could be a good team. That's a great swing there. That's going to beat him. Holy cow, is that ball hammered.
He rounds 2. He's going 3.
He's out. He is
out at third base.
That is a tremendous play by, I believe that's the second baseman, Castro, out there that makes the cut. We're going to get a look at the replay here. That, folks, is that the first out of the inning?
It is. This was smoked to one of the deepest parts of the ballpark.
It hits his cutoff man. Actually, it is number 30, who is your second baseman, David Castro, makes a perfect relay throw to third base, one hopper, and that's a good call, I think.
Got him.
Wow.
Would have been the second triple of the game, the 19th of the series.
So that's
had it stood.
Double and would that be an 8-4-5 hit out?
You got it.
And then you have Bobby Deering flies out to your center fielder.
As we both scramble to update our scorecards here.
No kidding.
That one lifted into center field. Easy play for the second out of the inning.
You know.
And Josh Loggins right now just explains it all. He's kind of bent over down there holding his knees, looking at the ground, thinking, man.
Yeah, and I didn't see.
We've had some chances.
And I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see if Josh was waving around. But I'll tell you what, you hit a ball that far in Loeb Stadium, you got to be thinking triple right away. So I understand what Dylan Levesque was thinking. But, again, it goes back to that old baseball adage. I mean, you can't make the first or third out at third base. And that, the risk just does not outweigh the reward. And you just can't have that happen. I actually said that wrong. The risk actually greatly outweighs the reward, so that's why you just stay at second base there. You're already in scoring position. You take your chances.
You talked about Levesque and what he hit last year. I was able to pull those numbers up for you. 338 for Harrison.
Okay.
You talked about Carter Bridge, 441.
Oh, I saw too much of it. Trust me. Yeah, when we played in the regular season, we still had several games left, and I was actually broadcasting our game with our SID, Sweet Lou Jeff Lazader, and at that point I said Carter Bridge will be, in my opinion, he's a big school player of the year at that time, and he ended up winning it, and it was very well deserved.
Kelton Tyson, 2 outs in the inning, up 2-1 here in the count. It's never too late to start a rally in an inning. Well, I take that back. If you have 3 outs, then I guess it's too late. But with 2 outs, still an opportunity to put some runs on the board. Got to get aggressive here. That pitch in there for a strike, 2-2.
Got to find a way on base here, Keldon.
This chopper hit the short. Go across the diamond in plenty of time. That'll do it for the 6th inning. Mexico have a chance to add a few insurance runs when we return.
How can the Farmers Bank mobile app help you? You can transfer funds, check your account balances, make Farmers Bank loan payments, pay bills, check your account history, or locate our branches and ATMs, all from the convenient safety of your own smartphone. Our app features all these benefits, plus all the safety and security that you have grown to expect from the Farmers Bank. The Farmers Bank, your local bank, your mobile bank, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Parker Lamb going back out.
As Chris just said, Parker Lamb coming back out for another inning of work. Really pitched a pretty good game himself. Both of these pitchers gave up some runs and some hits in the first inning, and since then, it's really been pretty tight. Been a nicely pitched contest from both starting pitchers in Lamb and Aragon.
No kidding, from the 3rd inning on, Parker Lamb has been pretty much dominant.
This game's still within reach for the Lafayette All-Stars, but they only have 3 more outs. I said going to the break that would do it for the 6th inning, but not the case. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th.
Looks like in Parker Lamb's last 3 innings, he's only faced 1 more than the minimum. He's got 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd, 1, 2, 3 in the 4th, and he got the leadoff man in the 5th to ground out to 3rd base, and he gave up a single. Then he struck out the 3rd guy, and then he got a pop out to the catcher. So, I mean, he's been fairly dominant the last 3 innings. He's found his groove.
Yeah, both of these pitchers have hit their groove and really done a nice job. And, Aragon has had a few defensive plays behind him, too, during that space. You think about the long hit there by Levesque that would have been, if he makes it to 3rd, it's a leadoff triple, and that changes the way last inning looks. Instead, he's gunned down, and it almost just sucked the momentum out of that inning, gave it right back to Mexico.
Yes, sir. And listen, I coached 3rd base all summer for my son's 17-year-old Indiana Prospects team, and I made my share of mistakes. So it's hard in the moment. It's easy for me to sit up here and second guess, but that's why you have to stay at second base in that situation. You can't get thrown out at 3rd base, make that first out. Because again, at the end of the day, you're still in scoring position, right? You gotta take your chances. But like I said, it's easy. It's really easy for me to sit up here and say this.
Devon Melendrez at the plate.
Crossed up Miranda big time there.
0 for 2 at the plate so far today for Avant.
We used to have a saying in college. Our coaches would always say, if that pitch was called against us, they would always say, you got to catch strikes, umpire, tell the umpire, because he got crossed up so bad, he caught that with his palm up. And to catch it like that, and I'm not even sure he actually squeezed the ball, It doesn't look good, so sometimes coaches don't think you should get a strike call for that.
Curveball there, fouled off.
Parker really runs that curveball in on right-handed hitters, and a lot of times you see a lot of them almost getting ready to back up out of the way, and that ball breaks right over the inside corner. He's really got that. He's throwing that pitch pretty well right now. Look at those elephant ears walking by me. I talk about food too much, man.
This one ripped into left field. It'll be a single.
Folks, listen, I promise you, I love baseball and I'm trying to concentrate on the game. When I see elephant ears walking right across from me in the booth, my eyes just drift. Let's take a look at the replay here. Curveball. Ivan Melendrez just stays on it and drops it over the shortstop's head in for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there with 2 strikes.
Solomon Leon, the DH, number 32, will step in. 1 for 2 on the day from the plate.
Ooh, good fastball on the outside corner.
That one in there for a strike.
It's be interesting to see how Parker Lamb works with this left-handed hitter. See if he tries to feature that breaking ball. If he can throw it now to the left-handed hitter, it'd be a backdoor breaking ball, and that freezes a lot of left-handers. Tries to go with another fastball on the outside corner, just misses a little bit away.
One count, no outs. Swing and a miss.
Tell you what, after seeing that swing right there by Solomon Leon, there's no way I'm going to slow his bat down with a breaking ball. I'm gonna elevate a fastball here because I don't think he can catch up to it. If Parker Lamb hits a spot, I think you can get him with a fastball up. He got it down a little bit, and you can see he's still a little tardy on that fastball. So even though if I'm Parker, I wouldn't let that scare me. I would not come back to a curveball here and slow his bat down. I'm going to try to elevate that fastball. If you can throw that fastball to middle of that 3-2 on the back of his jersey, I don't think he can catch up to it.
See if you're right here.
He threw him a curveball and he got him. Got him looking. Good pitch. Good pitch. I still would have tried that to slow his bat down, but it's a good pitch. It was effective.
I think the reason it was so effective, Chris, is where he started that
the
one.
Location
on that one.
I agree.
Ran it in on him.
Sure did. Sure did.
Christian Duarte, third baseman today for Mexico. 0 for 2 at the plate. A couple of ground outs.
And folks, once again, I apologize. I think I've been calling Christian Duarte your pitcher for half the game tonight. That's because he pitched such a gem last night. That's what happens when these games run close together like this.
12 games in 3 days is a lot.
I was just told Greg Rakestraw doesn't make those mistakes, and they're right. That guy's a true professional. What did you say about him last night, Sean, that he's at home trying to prove Wikipedia wrong or something like that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's the one that corrects Wikipedia.
I like that.
That one up.
There was that situation where they elevated the fastball. You see Berenda give him the point, like, way to hit your spot.
If Greg's listening in, actually.
Is he listening?
He might be. I don't know. I know that he was scheduled to do the Colts postgame show tonight.
Yeah.
And guess what? They didn't have a postgame show. He may still win on the air, obviously.
There you go.
Because it's kind of breaking news that they couldn't play the Hall of Fame game. You get the strikeout here.
Strikeout on a very good breaking ball by Parker Lamb.
Back-to-back Ks brings Alex Avila to the plate.
Tell you what, man, when I did a couple games at Purdue with Greg Rakestraw, it's a little intimidating. I'm telling you, I was. He's so knowledgeable. He's so good at what he does, man. So I had to kind of gather myself before the last outing I had with him.
Avila 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. However, he had a swinging strikeout that got past Berenda.
Yes, he did.
And was able to turn that into a run.
So is it 1-1 or is it 0-2? Okay, it's 1-1, I think.
1-1 count here. 5-2 score. Runner on first. That one up.
Tell you what, Parker Lamb makes a good pitch here. Get out of this inning. He's had a tremendous outing as far as I'm concerned.
5 Ks over his last 3 innings of work so far.
See, even that one right there to Ben Berenda, he kind of reaches out and then backhands it. To me, that pitch, you have to drop and block that. You absolutely have to. You can't rely on just trying to catch that ball. That gets through your 5-hole. That puts a runner in scoring position.
That one low.
Whew. Wow.
Avila will draw the walk. Logan's going to come out and talk to his starter.
I haven't seen if there's been anyone warming up in the bullpen.
I have not seen any movement. Some players sitting down there, but nobody up throwing currently. And I don't think that he'll make the change here with Lamb. Honestly, I think this is a quick conversation. You got 2 runners on, you got the 2 outs. Focus on the hitter. It's the number 9 hitter in Gaxiola.
Good call.
He does have a double to his credit in the game, but if memory serves me correctly, that's his only hit in the tournament.
He has a good double and a backwards K, so I like this decision by Josh. Let Parker Lamb face the 9 hitter here. Let's see what happens.
You know, the best part about TV is when people don't realize that they're on TV, and you catch them being goofy or having fun,
or picking their nose.
That happens from time to time.
Like every major league camera. I mean, how many times do you see that when you watch a major league game? And then they don't take the camera off the guy. They just watch him pick a winner out of there, you know? Like, man, switch the scene or something. Goodness.
This foul ball lifted into the air. Not enough ground there in foul territory to keep it in playing field.
No kidding. Onyx Aviles, you got to make that play over there. Actually, I got to give Onyx some credit. He jumped up to try to protect someone else. So I'll give Onyx some credit there.
Onyx went 2 to 3 rows deep.
He
for
did.
That one.
I didn't know he could move that fast.
The wisecracks in the press box this week have been absolutely wonderful.
I'm telling you. It's a wild pitch there.
This one gets past Berenda again. Both runners advance. Going to be a pass ball. Gaxiola at the plate. 1 for 2 on the day, double and a strikeout. 1-1 count, 2 outs. For Lamb, really should be thinking about those runners anyway. You got to go after the batter right here.
Absolutely.
This one hit towards third. Ties up Tyson. Strong throw across the diamond, but it pulls first baseman off the bag. Mexico adds another run here in the 6th inning. They now lead 6-2.
See a replay here. Ball's hit hard down the third base line. Keldon shuffle steps, gets over, and just lets it get too deep in on his body to where when it gets that deep and you got to look all the way down, and that's usually when you get beat, and that's what happened. So again, E5 there, scores a run, and that's going to be it for Parker Lamb.
So the second trip to the mound means a guaranteed pitching change. That'll give us a chance to take a break as well. We'll step aside when we come back. More baseball from the 2016 Colt World Series.
Little girl, you look so lonesome. I see you are feeling blue. Come on over to my place. Hey girl, we're having a party. We'll be singing and dancing and singing. Come on over tonight.
New pitcher will be number 15, Colt Bridge. He'll come in and take over for Lamb, who really did a nice job, especially over the last few innings.
Yes, he did.
You know, you take away what happened in the first and second inning, he pitched a darn near perfect game from that point on. Score, though, 6-2. Bridge will inherit a couple runners on base.
This is a big-time position for Colt Bridge.
And they call it balk. So the balk allows another run to score, and it advances the runner on down to second.
Josh is going to go out and talk.
He's trying to make sure the home plate umpire knows this is not a mound visit.
Gotcha.
I want to have a conversation with the umpire to find out what he did. You know, the bad thing in this situation, again, is if you're Lafayette, and I understand you want to try to keep another runner from getting into scoring position, but the runners on base do not matter if you take care of the batter. You've got 2 outs. And what happens is you throw over, it creates a balk, and now that runner gets second base that you were worried about, the other runner comes home. It's the small things in the game that are easy to go back and look at and go, hey,
that's right.
How can we do this differently next time?
That's right. I can't say anything differently. You said it perfectly, and focus on the batter, get the batter out. You don't have to worry about the base runners.
Brenda comes out of his stance to snag that one. It'll be ball 1. That in there for a strike. 1-1 count now.
Cole's got an awkward delivery, where as a batter, I wouldn't like to face him. He kind of throws his arms, you got everything flying at you, and then that ball comes out of there. I can see if you work with him, he could be a pretty effective pitcher with that deception that he has. Good spot. I think Cole's going to be a kid that's going to be vying for some varsity time next year at Lafayette Jeff.
Is he any relation to Carter?
Cousins.
Cousins.
Yep. Their dads or brothers.
This one slapped towards second. Should be the 3rd out of the inning. They throw over. They get him by a half step.
Nice play by Cody McNeely there.
Nice hustle by Diaz to make it interesting. Mexico logs 2 more runs, and now Coach Loggins and the Lafayette All-Stars need at least 5 here to tie things up. We'll be back with more baseball right after this.
Hi, I'm Ashley with the Farmers Bank. I'm here to introduce the Farmers Bank mobile banking app for your smartphone. Find us at the App Store or the Play Store. To find our app, search for the Farmers Bank Mobile Banking Fiserv Solutions. Have your finances at your fingertips anytime, all the time. Sign up today. The Farmers Bank, your local bank, your mobile bank, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Pony baseball began in the summer of 1951 with the organization of the original Pony League in Washington, Pennsylvania. The league was originally designed to help transition 13 and 14-year-old players from the Little League Diamond to the regulation-sized Diamond. Today, more than 500,000 players participate in the Pony organization annually in the United States and in more than 25 countries around the world. For more information on Pony baseball, go to pony.org. Don't miss Pony baseball for the world. Pure baseball, pure pony.
Welcome you back in here to the 2016 Colt World Series. Mexico leading Lafayette right now by a score of 7-2. One of the Greensboro, North Carolina players having some fun, dancing a little bit there on the sideline. That team out of contention here for the 2016 Colt World Series. Lafayette down to their final at-bat here. Ben Berenda will lead things off for Lafayette. They'll have 6, 7, 8 due to the plate.
Well, we'll see what kind of strategy the Lafayette All-Stars employ. Will they be in what my dad used to call catch-up baseball, where you're taking until you get a strike, or is Josh going to let him swing? What do you do here? Down 5 runs. I mean, probably need to be patient up there. Okay, that answered my question.
That one tattooed but foul.
That question was answered very quickly.
What's at stake for the two teams? The winner gets a bye. They don't play again until Tuesday, so no game tomorrow for Mexico as it stands right now if they hold on to this victory. The loser would take on South Korea in an elimination game, and that one set to be a good one guaranteed. South Korea here to play this year for sure.
It's going to be a hit for Berenda there.
Berenda fights that one through the left side of the infield. We got a leadoff single to start the 7th inning.
Good piece of hitting there by Ben Berenda. Looks like he gets a fastball kind of middle in. He fights, doesn't get his hands up. Actually, I think it's a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Just fights in the left field. Good job by Ben Berenda. Brings up the number 7 hitter, Jack Hudson, who's got a strikeout and a single on the day. The single was a really defensive swing, but Jack had an opportunity to show off his speed, and he can flat out fly. I didn't know he could run like that.
There's a young one taken in the stands right before, or right below us here at tonight's game, a future baseball fan.
Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner, Mr. Riley Eberhardt.
So Eberhardt will come in and get a little more speed on the base path. Berenda's been catching all game long, too, to give him a break.
That's right.
For a moment of the game. His job is done his job, at least here in the top part of the 7th, getting himself on base.
That's right.
Now Jack Hudson ripped a single in his last at bat.
Just a beautiful night for baseball, man. This doesn't get any better than this.
Got a ball. 1-0 count. Aragon has pitched one heck of a game.
Yes, he has.
Again, gave up 2 runs and 3 hits. Basically, right as the first 3 batters that he faced in the game.
I'd love to know what his pitch count is at this point. Man, right on cue, 96 pitches on the day.
So he's right around where you want him to be coming into the last inning here.
And we see the legendary Coach Spider Fields walking out of the stadium here. That guy is as sharp as a tack. Uh-oh, that may be a double play ball. No, not with Hudson. He can fly.
Hudson motors down the line. Mexico, though, gets the lead runner. So fielder's choice as Hudson gets on base.
Man, Hudson can move. I did not know he could run like this.
Jack uses that speed not only on the baseball diamond for Central Catholic, but on the football
yes,
field.
Yes, he does.
As well.
Football family.
Kobe McNeely, second baseman, 0 for 2 today. Strikeout and a pop out. This a little flare into right field. That'll be down. Hudson will stop at second base.
Kobe he's not too thrilled about it, but hey, you'll take it. Hitting the Colt World Series, fights it off into right field.
I think anytime I reached base, I was happy about it.
That makes up for all those line drive outs that you have, right?
Right. Dunwoody will come to the plate. Aragon's day is actually going to be done here. What a game pitched by him.
Great game.
2 runs, 7 hits. Great defense behind him. Only allowed 4 hits over the course of the next, 5 innings after he got through with the first.
That's right.
That is a dominant pitching performance. I believe that's your daughter dancing on TV.
Oh my gosh, that is. Oh boy, of course. Of course they would catch my Gianna doing her thing.
Now the question is, does she get her dance moves from mom or dad?
Since that was pretty bad, that'd be from her mom.
Okay. Remember, everything that we say on air is recorded and can be held against you in the court of marriage.
Everything does get held against me in the court of marriage, so hey, I'm used to it.
For Aragon, reaches right around the 100 pitch mark. I thought maybe they'd let him finish it out, but after giving up a hit or 2 here in this inning, they decided to go ahead and get him out. Let him go enjoy it. I tell you, he can walk off the field, though, as he did, headed back to the dugout with his head held high. He did everything right in this game for his team. And you got to love his offenses. There's your daughter dancing again.
Look, she's always making up some kind of dance. She sits at home doing all this kind of stuff with her brothers. Oh, she's got little Jackson Huffins with her. Oh my goodness.
Now the question is where's the wife?
She is, well, what's funny, I don't know if that's down the right field line because my wife is, I thought she was way down the left field line somewhere. Oh, I see where they are. I don't see where my wife is.
You'll have to text her and let her know that your daughter is a superstar on TV now.
Oh, goodness. No kidding.
Making them famous.
All right, Austin up here. Runners on first and second. 1 out, top of the 7th. Swings through the pitch for strike 1.
New pitcher from Mexico is Jorge Rodriguez.
I think we saw him last night. He came in and closed out the game last night as well.
There's number 51.
He's got a nasty breaking ball. I remember that much.
We did see him last night because I remember the glove.
That's right.
The red glove with the green
stitch, the green lacing. That's right.
I don't remember a lot. I don't retain a lot. It comes in and I immediately I dump it and let it go.
But that stood out, huh?
That stood out. The delivery.
Oh, good
in
pitch.
there for a strike. 1-2.
I don't think that was a fast one. That must have been a change up there. Took something off of that one. I'm telling you what, Austin, be careful because if he throws that breaking ball, it starts way outside and it's got a lot of late break to it.
That one comes inside and almost clips Dunwoody.
2-2 count. Here's your time to throw that breaking ball right now.
1 out in the inning. Dunwoody at the plate, hoping for a big hit here. So are the fans that have come out to cheer on this Lafayette All-Star team. The Dunwoody name synonymous with this area. That one did get him. So that'll load the bases for the top part of the lineup. Tyler Powers steps in.
I don't necessarily like that pitch selection. I mean, that was the second pitch you thrown hard in there. You almost hit him the time before that. You do throw that backdoor breaking ball so well to righties. I'm surprised that Rodriguez didn't drop that in there. So now you have the bases loaded, 1 out. This game's not over yet, folks.
Tyler Flowers, again, we've talked about him playing for Central Catholic. I've seen plenty of Central Catholic baseball games in my day. And that is a team that even when down by 4 or 5 in their final at bat with 2 outs, 2 strikes, they're never out of it.
Listen, you say what you want to say about CC, but that's the thing. They just know how to win. They don't accept losing. And so I don't care what the score is, how dire the situation may seem, they always seem to find a way. Actually, we got Todd Dunwoody walking across the field right now. I just saw him walking toward the first baseline. Still looks like he's been messing around the weight room, I tell you that much.
Seven-two, bases loaded. Going in there for a strike. Powers takes strike 1.
It's a good pitch there by Rodriguez. Cuts kind of the outer third of the plate. Tell you what, Lafayette needs to get, actually that breaking ball misses, 1-1 count. Lafayette needs to get to find a way to get a run in and get another guy on base. Then you're in what Dusty Baker used to call slam territory, where one swing of the bat can tie the game up.
This one,
good swing by Tyler Powers, but that's going to be caught by
oh, no, it's down. Hits his glove, he drops it.
Wow.
I thought when he had to jump for it spelled trouble, and it does.
That's definitely an E8, but I don't know. I'm starting to think there's something with the lighting here, because we've seen this the last couple of nights. Balls hit to the center field there, consistently get misplayed. Oh, wow, he definitely misjudged that one. Oh, and he had it.
Yeah, it's when he tries to get it out of his glove. But unfortunately, it was all in the same motion, trying to get it in quickly. If he comes down, plants his feet, then loses as he pulls out,
that's right,
it's still a catch.
So now they're within slam territory.
7-3. Zach Huffins at the plate. His father hopefully tuning in from Rio.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Big at bat here, Zach. Shoot a gap. Good pitch. Doesn't get the call. That is a tremendous pitch by Rodriguez. He doesn't get the call. Now Zach Huffins is sitting really pretty right now. If I'm Zach, this is a situation you still don't want to try to do too much. Don't try to get too big. Stay within yourself. Zach needs to drive a ball right at the 355 sign, right center field gap here. Good take. It's a good take. Ball's coming in hard on him. Take that pitch. Live to fight another day. This game is far from over here.
Huffins.
Oh.
Lights out and off the hands. Could be a double.
Oh, wow. They double him off. He hit it so hard right to the second baseman and doubled him up.
The only thing that beats your speed on the path is when you put a charge into it like that.
Exactly.
Great defensive play to end the game. Mexico stays in it. Lafayette tried to make it interesting there in their final at-bat. That's going to make this one final here. 7-3. Your final score. Mexico will move on to the winner's bracket on Tuesday night. Lafayette will turn around and play again tomorrow here at Loeb Stadium against South Korea. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back to wrap things up on MTC Sports.
Construction projects mean deadlines. At McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store, we understand the challenges our customers face. That's why our team of professionals are here to help. From our knowledgeable support staff to our industry-leading service department, McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store are here to make sure you get the right equipment delivered on time. Whether it's Cat equipment, JLG lifts, or Solaire air compressors, we carry it all. McAllister Machinery and the Cat Rental Store, helping build Indiana since 1945.
My name's Gary Gangwer, and I own the Gangwer Insurance Agency as well as farm here in Clinton County. 1974, I bought my first combine and became a custom combiner for area farmers. Most teenagers buy cars, but I was crazy enough to buy a combine. My father wasn't a farmer, but it was important for me to farm. That's all I ever wanted to do.
Pepe's Mexican Restaurant is excited to announce new menu items to an already stacked lineup of authentic Mexican dishes. Everything from tossed greens with fruit to a Pepe-style chicken pizza. For you seafood lovers, try the shrimp tacos. For my personal favorite is the barbacoa taco dinner. Whether it's a new menu item or one of our signature selections, be sure to wash it down with a tasty beverage. Whatever your flavor, make Pepe's your stop for lunch or dinner. Located on Sagamore Parkway in the mall parking lot, Lafayette.
We welcome you back to Loeb Stadium one final time on this Sunday night. Tijuana, Mexico winners 7-3 over the Lafayette All-Stars. Here's what we know after 3 days of baseball and 12 games. 4 teams have been eliminated. 6 teams still in contention to win it all. Mexico and Aruba have advanced on to Tuesday night in the winner's bracket and know they'll at least have a chance to play again on Wednesday. And then Lafayette will take on South Korea tomorrow. And then you also have, Hoosier North and who am I missing?
Oh, goodness.
I knew I was going to do this to myself.
Don't put me on the spot.
But we will have 3 games tomorrow. One a consolation game at 2:30.
That's right. Hoosier North of California.
Hoosier North of California. Thank you to the guys on the crew for helping us out here after 3 long days of baseball. We'll have the 2:30 game for you. That's just the consolation game. That'll feature Michigan and the Czech Republic. Then we'll have the 2 elimination games tomorrow night. Those scheduled for, I believe, 5 and 7:30. And make sure you tune into those. Chris, your final thoughts on this game here?
Well, this game was shaped up. We've been talking about all tournaments so far where we haven't seen that premium arm. But I tell you what, Gabriel Aragon came out tonight, and he doesn't have a blazing fastball, but he's able to mix up his pitches, his breaking ball, his fastball, hit his spots, and he looked really good. He came out strong. That's why he's going to be our player of the game. It was really impressive performance by him. Well, in Lafayette, they got a tough road to hoe because it's going to be, South Korea is not going to be a pushover tomorrow. And if they can get by that one, I mean, right now I'm looking at Aruba as my team to click right now. They look really strong, so we'll see what happens.
I believe, I don't have the exact numbers on Aragon. I should have wrote them down before we came back, but I think that he went 6 1/3, right around the 100 pitch mark. He gave up 2 runs, 3 hits in the first inning. Since then, no runs given up, and then 4 hits scattered over. Congratulations to him, our player of the game, and congratulations to Mexico as they move on. That's going to do it after 3 straight days of baseball on MTC Sports. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully you will tune in then. Again, consolation game and coverage starts at 2:30 here on mtcsports.net. And then the 2 elimination games for you, 1 at 5, the other one scheduled for a 7:30 start. Make sure you tune in then. For Chris Walker and all the guys behind the scenes here on MTC Sports, I'm Sean Walker. We appreciate you tuning in. We hope you will join us next time.